ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the greatest Royal Rumble review event that happened this past Friday. My overall opinion about this show, I actually was entertained by it. Was there any strong storyline development? Of course not. This was just an event to entertain and give people something to enjoy themselves with. We had some really good matches. We had some pretty crummy matches at that. Nothing stood out. No championships changed hands. Nothing occurred at all. Especially the Universal Championship match, which shocked the living hell out of me that Brock Lesnar retained the title. Who the fuck's going to take the title from him at this point is beyond me, but I'm actually going to give you guys my opinion on who I think should take the title by the end of Brock Lesnar's reign. But let's get into things. There was some funny moments during the Greatest Royal Rumble that I want to mention that was pretty freaking hilarious, that stood out to me heavily, and I thought that was pretty fucking funny as hell. But anyway, let's get into things. John Cena versus Triple H one-on-one. They started off the show, and I have to say, John Cena and Triple H, you know, they've fought each other several times. They've competed against each other all through their career, at least 4 times or so. And some people say this match wasn't all that great. My opinion is completely different. I actually really did enjoy this opener match. I enjoyed John Cena and Triple H. There was nothing that really was, like, mind-boggling, except, you know, the kickouts were exciting from each other's finishers. I enjoyed the back-and-forth action. They still, both of them, got the wrestling skill down. They are not slacks in any way, shape, or form in the wrestling department. They can perform very well despite their ages. And I was highly entertained by this match. Regardless of stuff that we've seen before, it was still fun to watch. And I really enjoyed it. John Cena did pick up the victory against Triple H. I give the match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Cedric Alexander and Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. Very good match. It was only 10 minutes, but it was the best 10 minutes you'll probably see in professional wrestling on this fucking card altogether. Good match. Cedric Alexander, of course, retained the title against Kalisto and walked away victorious. Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy won the tag team titles for Raw against Cesaro and Sheamus. Obviously, Cesaro and Sheamus being on SmackDown, they were not going to win the fucking Raw tag team titles. So, none of this made any sense to me. They really have a clusterfuck of issues going on within the company, and their planning is absolutely terrible. Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy as tag team champions was a very good idea, and not to mention putting Sheamus and Cesaro on SmackDown was even a better idea, because they need something new and fresh to work with instead of Raw, because Raw's got nothing going for them. They've accomplished everything they possibly can on Raw and have fought with pretty much everybody in the tag team division, which ain't much of a division to begin with. The match itself, 2.5 stars, 2.5 stars out of 5. Jeff Hardy facing Jinder Mahal one-on-one for the United States Championship. Jeff Hardy retains, of course. Again, same situation. Jinder Mahal on Raw, Jeff Hardy on SmackDown. The SmackDown brand needs to have a mid-card title, and Raw already has the Intercontinental title. So, obviously, the title would stay with Jeff Hardy, since he's on SmackDown. Good match overall, 3 out of 5 stars. Nothing special really happened in it, but it was well worth the time to watch. Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles. I am getting really depressed with the Usos. They are turning them into shit. It was absolute garbage. Nothing entertaining. It was actually by far worse than their match at WrestleMania. Or just as bad. Whichever the case may be. Neither one of those matches that the Usos were in against the Bludgeon Brothers were any good at all in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Seth Rollins defending, and actually I give that match a 2 out of 5 stars. Seth Rollins defending the Intercontinental title in a ladder match against Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and The Miz. Well, obviously, Miz and Samoa Joe would not win the Intercontinental title, since the United States title is still on SmackDown, and Seth Rollins is a Intercontinental Champion on Raw. That title would not change hands. Seth Rollins did retain his belt. He leaped from the third rope and climbed up the ladder and stole the Intercontinental title out of Finn Balor's hands. Finn Balor was so close, and he ended up not getting it, and ends up losing the match altogether. Seth Rollins walked away victorious. Very good match. 4 out of 5 stars. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura ended up being a double countout. I was not entertained by this match. This match was just as bad as the WrestleMania match. So, 2 out of 2 of bad matches. Not good in my opinion on Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in WWE's platform. I really don't like what they've been doing. But this match, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 stars, maybe, if you're lucky. Undertaker versus Rusev. One-on-one in a casket match. Well, not also did Rusev get buried alive, but so did Aiden English. Match was decent at best. Nothing too extravagant or exciting happened in this match, but The Undertaker picks up the victory and walks away victorious. Then we have the Steel Cage match for the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns for the 5 millionth time. Brock Lesnar won this match by getting speared through the cage, and then his feet really never touching the ground at all. But they still say that Brock Lesnar is a winner. What a load of bullshit. Just stretching this shit out even longer than it needs to be. The man really that should win against Brock Lesnar and should get a victory closing out Brock Lesnar's WWE career, or possibly his title reign, is Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is a perfect guy to beat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. It's a new face, a new guy, and make Drew McIntyre a heel, so it gives Roman Reigns a heel character to face against, or maybe make Drew McIntyre the face and make Roman Reigns turn heel. Whichever you choose, but I still say Drew McIntyre should be the one to beat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Then we had and by the way, this match, I give this match probably a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now, the 50-man Royal Rumble match, the winner was presented with both a title belt and a trophy, which the belt's never going to be defended again. It's just a one-time only thing. Braun Strowman was the winner of this match. Now, going into this, I thought either Braun Strowman or Daniel Bryan would have been the best picks to win, and actually both of them were down to the last 3. It was Big Cass, Daniel Bryan, and Braun Strowman. Big Cass ending up eliminating Daniel Bryan, making the storyline between Daniel Bryan more heated between the two, giving us more reason to express interest in this Big Cass versus Daniel Bryan match, which I think is a very smart decision by WWE if they really want to push Big Cass into a heel-like major position. Now, he would be better being positioned alongside with The Miz, though granted he is expressing dislike of being foreshadowed by a smaller guy. Miz is a small guy, Daniel Bryan's a small guy. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to do that, but at the same time, Big Cass is, kind of being a contradiction anyway, because he's being a bully to a smaller guy who had a bigger career before he did. So Big Cass basically acting like a jealous son of a bitch. But Miz, with having a confrontational issue verbally the last couple of years about those two, them expressing the same exact dislike towards Daniel Bryan would probably bring those two together, which would make sense. But again, Big Cass would still be in the shadows of The Miz, who's a smaller guy than he is. So, who knows? But I actually did enjoy the Rumble itself. It was decent. I mean, it wasn't the greatest. But Braun Strowman should have been the man to win the Royal Rumble this past year at 2018 Royal Rumble in January. So the Rumble itself, I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It was pretty average at best. The whole show was pretty much average at best. There was nothing that screamed, oh my, holy shit, it's amazing type crap. It's just what it was. Just pure fun, enjoyable stuff to watch. If we saw some title changes, that would have been really entertaining to see, giving us more value and reason to want to tune in. But I kind of figured every title was going to be retained. I don't see any title switching hands at all, especially with the pay-per-view coming up with Backlash. So I didn't see the point in that happening, except maybe making The Miz win the title from Seth Rollins, and then Seth Rollins winning it right back at Backlash, but that would have just been stupid, swapping the title back and forth like it's a hot potato. But at this time, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. I know it wasn't all that spectacular and full of emotional feelings towards it, but, I mean, I'm fucking burnt out. I've been working tons of hours. That's another reason why I haven't been pumping out a lot of videos for this channel. But I'm going to try my best to improve on that. I hope you guys did enjoy my review, my personal opinions on the Universal title match and so forth. Who I think should take the title from Brock Lesnar, and so on. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. And also, guys, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and hit the like button if you liked the video. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great night.